Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eyebrow Black Swan, and if you're here for the first time, I'm sorry. I know I'm hard to look at, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. My man don't be complaining. I'm going to actually do my makeup and talk to you, but I'm just going to spray my face with the what is this? The aloe herbs and rose water spray. So that's basically gonna work as my primer slash moisturizer or whatever. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. Okay, so because my skin tone has changed a little bit since the last time I used my foundation, I'm actually gonna mix these two, which is my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop 24-hour foundation. I'm gonna mix it with my Becca Illuminating Foundation. Okay, so now I'm gonna start putting that on. I noticed a lot of people are just talking about Beauty Blender doesn't look smooth. It's gonna make it look smooth if you take the time out. Like, you have to keep tapping. When I initially put the foundation on, I'm spreading it around, and then as it's starting to fully cover my face and I can see that it's like pressed into my skin, I get more gentle with the tapping. I don't press hard the whole time. I'm getting more gentle with the tapping, to where now it's going from initially when I'm applying it, I'm applying the makeup, right? And then after it's like fully applied, I'm smoothing it out. And then when I see it's all smoothed out, I'm starting to more lightly tap to make sure there's no stamps. So I'm doing all this, but it's like a process within the application process. So initially, putting it on, spreading it around, and then near the ends, I'm getting more gentle with my taps. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you're doing it and you actually achieve the look that you're looking for, you'll understand it. You'll understand how the pressure is going to change as the foundation is being applied. But we're gonna do contouring and highlighting. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't contour, I can't highlight, I'm always having problems with it. It doesn't look the way like I want. So the way I do it, I'm actually gonna do it with the lighter foundation so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna use my LA Pro Girl Concealer, and I'm using it in the color Almond. Usually it's mixed, but I take so long blending, it's gonna be fine. It's still gonna turn out fine, but I want you to see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go a little lighter than I usually do. With your Beauty Blender, it makes a big difference if you're using a Real Techniques, the actual Beauty Blender, or the Drugstore Beauty Blender. I know a lot of people think they can kind of dupe it out and be like, oh, okay, it's fine. But sometimes you're not gonna know better till you do better. And these things, the Real Technique ones, the orange ones, that you can get like at Kroger's, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, those in this one, they have more buoyancy. So it's gonna be better to use those versus the ones that even when you get them wet, they're just a little less buoyant. Like they're still a little hard. So take yours, whatever one that you have, take yours, and then compare it to, and wet it, and then compare it to a Real Beauty Blender and a Real Techniques blender, and then squeeze it. Because the harder it is, it's not gonna give you the coverage that you want. So first of all, you need to make sure your Beauty Blender is clean, and then you need to make sure that it's the right texture when wet. You gotta use it when it's wet. So make sure those things are done. Check that list off, and then try using it to apply your makeup, and then see if that makes a difference. And then I'm going to use the pointy part. So I took it, it's on there, the concealer, it's on there. And I'm gonna start from my inner corner. Start tapping that concealer in, okay? No matter what, everybody is gonna have this part concealed. All right. Depending on how high or low your cheekbones are, that can determine how high or low you're gonna take your concealer. If you have high cheekbones, you're gonna keep the concealer pretty much closer to your eye. If you have lower cheekbones, you can bring it down just a little bit more. Because the whole point of doing this part is to also not only cover up the bags under your eyes, but also it can make your cheekbones, the top part, look just a little more lifted. So I'm taking that, and as I'm going in the corner of my nose, as I'm going to the corner of my eye, I'm gonna also bring it up to the sides of my nose. That's also a part of my nose contouring. So as you're going, you're knocking out multiple steps. So I'm covering under my eyes, I'm lifting my cheekbones, and I'm also starting to contour my nose. So now that's smoothed out, I don't like the foundation going all the way up like that. So I'm actually taking the beauty blender and then rubbing this part out. I'm blotting this part out. Okay? And then I'm gonna take with the foundation side, and then still with the foundation side, I'm going back over the highlighted border to make sure all that is just blended out and there's no like harsh transition between the two colors. And you honestly don't have to buy concealer for this right here. You can get your same foundation and like 2 or 3 shades lighter and you'll be fine, because I've done that before. Because these concealers, they don't give you enough. Especially if you're the type to use it every day. You might not use it for your entire face every day, but you're using it for like your eyebrows, or maybe you have a blemish and you're trying to cover it up. As you can see, my blending, my placement of it is not precise, but the blending around the areas that are covered too much will make it precise. It'll make it to the point to where I'm just like, okay, it looks like it's supposed to. And the same thing under my nose, because I have pigmentation around my mouth, so I have to make sure this part right here gets a little extra loving. And then there you go. And then I go back with the foundation side and then go on the outer edges of that. So the foundation is the way I want it. I'm gonna keep doing this until when I look in my natural lighting and it looks like skin. Okay, so the eyebrows are done off camera. If you're not sure how I do my eyebrows, I actually have 2 or 3 videos showing how I do my eyebrows, and I'll have at least one of them listed down below in the description box. So the face is not set. There's no setting powder. It's still foundation, unset, concealer, and then just eyebrows. That's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow, and I decided that I wanted to use something that I saw at the dollar store. I found this and it was like $5, and I found it at the Dollar General, and it's really nice packaging. It's actually kind of cute. So yeah, this is just the LA Color Nude eyeshadow palette, and I wanted to see if I could do like an everyday natural eye with this palette, because the palette actually looks really nice. I guess it's going to be kind of like a makeup review on this palette, because I've never used it before, and sometimes these drugstore brands, they be coming through. So I'm going to take this brown that's in the top right corner, and the thing about this palette is that the eyeshadows are labeled. The ones in the middle, it says lid, right? These two and these two are labeled for your crease, and then this one and this one, they're highlight colors. So that's really helpful, especially if you're not sure about what colors you should use for what part of your eye. No, I didn't use any eye primer. I just took my concealer and then patted it dry to set it. And if you're not sure about that method, it's super simple. You just put the concealer on your eye, and then you take a flat brush and then you keep tapping it until it's dry. And I always use that when I want the colors to look a little more pigmented, because the concealer is gonna grab it a lot better. Also, I'm putting on the eyeshadow, and then also I'm taking so much. See, I'm like digging into it where I'm actually kicking up eyeshadow. I'm taking up the eyeshadow that I'm kicking up, and I'm patting that on too, because I'm putting on the eyeshadow and basically setting that color. I'm gonna take this flat, fluffy brush. I don't know the brand, I don't know the brush. It's like one of them off brands that you get off Groupon. I got like a pack of like 36. That's the only one that survived. All the rest of the brushes like completely fell apart because the brush set was so freaking cheap and horribly made. But this one, she was like, I'm not going nowhere, I'm staying. These are really light. Like, I don't even think you can see it. These are some of the lid colors. So I'm actually gonna use this brown lid color because it comes off real light. Pat and blend. But you do have to build on it because it's like the pigmentation is weak. You do have to sit there and blend it out. You gotta work with it. But you can make it work. So if your budget calls for a $6 palette, you can make it work. And I feel like you can make this work and make the eyeshadow stand out and blend, then you can make anything work. It's not like a Naked palette. It's not on that level. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie and act like, oh yeah, this is a dope for it. It's not. But I've had other high-end products that I've used, and this has done better. Tart. I've had palettes that I've spent $40, $50, $60 on, and I put it on, I'm like, it looks ashy. Like, girl, bye. You look real ashy. Like, it's not warm. Like, at least this one is warm. Okay, so for my brow bone, I'm gonna use this peachy looking highlight that's in the corner. You can't tell how peachy it is on camera, but this one right here, I'm gonna have it in right here on my brow bone. Oh, wow. Girl. Ooh, okay, yeah. This little shimmer right here, oh, she's cute. Because she's so shimmery, I'm going to keep that distinctly right here. And then I'm gonna take another color and put it between these two. Because I don't want to take that too far down, because then it's gonna make my whole eye look too shimmery. Girl, I wasn't expecting. Ooh, she cut up. She just cut up. Oh. Now this shimmer, this highlight right here, can go toe to toe with like my high-end brands. That one right there, that color, this right here, can go toe to toe. I gotta take another color and like help transition, because you see how like blocky that looks? This is not blended out at all. We don't want that. We don't want that. Now I'm gonna take the color that I put on my lid, and I'm gonna use that as a soft transition between my brow bone and the crease color, because I need a transition, and I don't want to take this crease color too far up. I want there to be a distinction between these two. There needs to be a divider. And I'm not even gonna do an eyeliner, because I don't have to. You don't have to do eyeliners. Like, eyeliner on eyeshadow, you're not gonna get arrested if you don't use it. Yeah, eyeliners with eyeshadow, it's not a crime. You don't have to do it every time. And me, when I want my eyes to look awake and like really like a little more awake than usual, I won't do eyeliner at the top. I won't put a wing or a liner. And a lot of people, like every single look, they feel like they have to do the liner. You do not. You do not. Because you know what eyeliner does? Eyeliner looks amazing, especially when you wing it. It looks amazing. But it gives you the illusion of a smaller eye. That's what it is. Like anything that's dark around your eye is going to make your eye look smaller. And because I like my eyes to pop and really stand out of everything on my face, my eyes got to pop the most. I want you to see me looking at you. I want you to see the white and the color in my eye when I'm looking at you. So for the most part, I like to focus on making sure my lashes look all lavish and then no liner. The liner will make my eyes look a little more catty, but when I want to look open, that's how I'll do it. No liner, no wing. Y'all, did y'all know that Saka has a press powder? I didn't know that. Somebody gave me this. And I'm like, oh my God. And she got this overseas. So I was just like, how? Where? Sway, answer me. Saka powder, that buttercup powder, it also comes in a pressed powder. You can see I've been using it, honey. You can see it's dirty. I've been using it. And so what I'll do is I'll kick it up, put it on a round brush, Oh yeah, I need to make sure my wrinkles are blended out. So wrinkles blended out. And then I'm gonna press that in with the same motion that I use with my beauty blender. That tapping. Set. Ooh, look at the wrinkles on my forehead. That's another thing I always do. And I notice my clients will do that when they're talking, they'll wrinkle their forehead. They'll do that. When you're doing your makeup and your forehead's wrinkly, you'll have wrinkles. When you're trying to set your makeup, you'll still see the wrinkle line. So make sure that you're blending all that out. And then, of course, put it over your eyebrows, too. Make sure that all that's set. You want your eyebrows to last. Okay, so one of my pictures on Instagram, somebody was asking me what I use as my blush. For some reason, when I use this cheap little Ruby Kisses palette from Beauty Supply, when I use that, a lot of people think I have on blush, but it's just contour. I just use this. It's the powder contour palette. It's the Ruby Kisses 3D Contour Artist Powder. This palette right here. And the colors are not labeled, of course, but like this one, you can tell I really like this one because it's all pan. So I'm just gonna use this second brown. I mean this third brown from the top. And then I'm gonna use that to contour. Yeah, I don't know why, because you know why? You know why I think it comes off as like a blush? Because it's really warm. So when I'm blending it in, it's not giving me a super, it's giving me a brown hue, but it looks like it has a little red or rosiness in it, I guess. So when I'm taking my pictures, looks like I have just a slight touch of blush. I think you can order this off of Amazon because it's one of them things that, because I tried to find it online on the actual company site and it's not on there. So I think it's one of them things that was like manufactured in a warehouse and then the company just put their label on it. That's what I honestly think. And I think it's like not out. And I think it's like honestly discontinued or something, but I have a feeling that you can probably get this on Amazon. It's an extremely good contour palette. I bought, when I first found this, I took it home and I used it and I was like, ooh, it works good. I went and got 3 more for my actual professional kit. So I've used this on women who were like 4C and I've used it on women who were like NW. So it worked on everybody. And for my nose contour, I'm using any small detail blending brush will do. There's not a specific one that I always use every single time, just any type of small detail blending brush. And you know what, at the end of the day, I always tell people, it's really not the products that you use. Some products do enhance, some products are really, really good, and it does step your game up. But for the most part, it's your technique. Because we've all seen those girls. We've all seen those girls who got probably $3,000 worth of makeup sitting in their vanity at home. They live in Jaclyn Hill style. And then they makeup be boo-boo. You be like, girl, you got all expensive makeup. You can't even use it. We've all seen them. We've all seen them. We're just like. And then you got girls. You be like, ooh, what is that in your face? And they be like, girl, I got to stop a dumpster. A dumpster. But no, they face be beat with like really, you know, like cheap products. It don't matter what they use. They gonna make it work. They could be in jail and like still have a snatched face because like they have a really good technique. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with this Mario Bascoon. And if your face looks powdery when you're done, you're not spraying enough. You need more setting spray. So this is what I got from Ulta in the drugstore section. Makeup Revolutions. This is their highlight. It's the strobe highlight. And it's real cute or whatever. It's real cute or whatever. And it just says, oh, the color is holographic light. So I'm gonna take this little detail blending brush that I got from Morphe. But it doesn't matter what kind of brush you do it with, it just needs to be a small one. Because I'm just gonna put it right here in the inner corner. How do we apply the lashes properly so they don't move? Okay, so first and foremost, you need mascara. Because as you're doing for a multitude of reasons. Because as I'm doing my eyeshadow, the powder is falling on my eyelashes. I need to get that powder off. Because if that powder's still on there, when I put on my falsies, you're gonna see powder and then like a perfect fake lash. Like it's not gonna look like a one lash. So I have this on. Go ahead and do the bottom part too. Where I need on, I'm gonna actually show y'all these beauty supply lashes that are my favorite. These right here, I'm actually reusing the ones in here because they bomb. So these are the M357s. And this is what I'm talking about. These Miss 3D Voluminous Lashes. $5. And that's the most I've seen them for. The cheapest was like $2.99. And that was like on the other side of town. But when I need these, like when I'm running to I'm not talking about Sally's Beauty Supply, I'm talking about the Hood Beauty Supply, the one where you can get do-rags, t-shirts, and box braiding hair all in one store. So when you're putting on your lashes, if you're not good at it, you're always having an issue with your lashes, this is what I always tell people. You're gonna take your mirror and you're gonna set it down on the table, right? And you're gonna look down. You're gonna look down at your lashes. So now I can see my lashes. Basically, the best analogy that I've ever heard is it's like placing a book on a shelf, flat. Like you're placing a book flat on a shelf, okay? So here is your lash, right? With the mascara on it. Here's your fake lash. That's what you're doing. So looking down helps you see where you're putting the lash on top. So you're looking down and I'm pinching it from the outer corner of the lash and I'm gonna place it right on top. And as I'm going on top, I'm pressing it right into the base of my natural lash. Going as close to it as possible, and then I'm pressing it, I'm tapping it in. You tap it like that. For me, I actually like shove it in. Cause like I'm used to like messing with my eyes, so it doesn't bother me when I'm like digging up in my eyes. But if you're not used to it, just sit there and just tap it. Tap it so it's pushed into place. And then when your glue feels dry enough, you're gonna pinch it together. Your actual natural lash hair with the false lash. Take your fingers and you pinch it. And also, if your lash feels uncomfortable, you can try that method before you take it off and put it back on, because sometimes it just needs to be adjusted just a little bit for it to be like, oh, okay, the lash is not bothering me. Because your lashes should never impair your sight. You should never do that. You should never be able to like see the band, because you know sometimes you put it on wrong and then you can see like a little line. You don't want that. You should just like feel it on there, like just like a little weight on your lash. But it shouldn't poke, it shouldn't be itchy, it shouldn't be to the point where it's so uncomfortable where your eyes are watering. That's not a good lash application. And when it's time to take the lash off, it just comes right off. So easy. So now I'm taking this M510 brush from Morphe and I'm gonna start dusting on this crazy looking highlight. Oh girl, look how this highlight looks. I don't even think on camera it's picking it up, but it's an iridescent color. To line my lips, I'm taking my NYX in the color Espresso. Okay, so this lipstick I just put on is the NYX Turn Up. And it's the color, what color is this? This color is called Flawless. Yep, Flawless, $6, Walgreens. So, basically, everything I used on my face was cheap. Cheap. And ain't nothing wrong with cheap makeup, as long as the makeup look good. So yeah, that is the look. And because this video was so long, I'm not gonna do my hair in this video. I'm gonna actually make a second video and do my hair on the second video. And then I can go in detail on the hair so y'all can see how the hair is, on the detail on the hair, and then you can see me style it and install it. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2 and to be continued. Bye.